Welcome back to Night Mind, friends. How you been? Get any of those video games you like so much for the holidays? Take advantage of any winter sales? Did any of it turn out haunted? You know it's not as fun if it isn't haunted. I know it's not as fun if it isn't haunted. Let's say then, if your holiday didn't come with any ghosts in gaming, I've got you covered here tonight. Fortyler is a channel that comes to us through a listing in the Night Mind Index, in memory of Tyler Aaron, 2005 to 2023. The very first video provides more detail in classic fashion. Black screen, white text, no audio. If you haven't read the channel description, it begins. My friend Tyler died a year ago. He got into a car crash. Today, November 19th, the upload date, would have been his 19th birthday. I've recently managed to recover some files from an old hard drive and found some old recordings of me and Tyler playing Gmod together. There's only a couple videos that I ended up recording, and I'm not sure how much I can recover from the corruption. I've already recovered all that I could from the first recording I took, so I'll be uploading that soon after this video goes up. That's about it. Hope you enjoy the tribute. Gmod, for those unfamiliar, is short for Garry's Mod, an open sandbox engine utilizing Valve Software's wide array of assets across its titles, like Half-Life and Portal. Valve asset storytelling is a long-standing practice, and recently, we've seen a major example of Valve unfiction in the Interloper series by Anomidae, and you can hit the comment section if you have any interest in seeing an examination of that project, by the way. What we have in Fortyler is a concept similar to some This Game I Found stories. Diminished and teeny toys immediately come to mind, but a memorial channel consisting of old Gmod play sessions is a new approach. At first glance, we understand from the titles that things escalate quickly from just reminiscing and remembering a good friend. Weird thing I saw it again, and it knows my name immediately entice. If you're so enticed you'd like to experience this project's offerings ahead of time, you're free to do so on your own and encouraged to by checking the playlist link I've placed in the video description. Views and subscribers help creators, and with Fortyler currently sitting in low double digits, I think we can all lend some support in the story. Just check out what's available, and when you're done, come back here for the deeper dive and connecting the dots. All set? Still don't understand Gmod? It's okay, same here. But we'll learn together. Recording 1's video description reads, File date, 12/14/2022. The first session I decided to record, with permission from Tyler of course. Unfortunately, most of it is too corrupted to watch. This is all I was able to recover. The channel owner, who we can only refer to here by Steam name EpicLink00, is playing with Tyler, aka Driplash, in a small bunker building, and they're really just fooling around, typing to each other and placing objects. The banter starts with a door. There is none, because the uploader forgot the add-on for doors. Tyler chooses a giant tire for a wall decoration, then deletes it. Epic Link brings in a companion cube from Portal, which shows up as an error for Tyler, who doesn't have that installed. They carry on in this fashion, chatting and choosing props to make a house for themselves to enjoy. After dropping a vending machine, Tyler makes a joke about wanting a soda, then remarks, "The ones that you had in the fridge downstairs were the best." "Yeah," Link agrees. Then, actually, could I ask something?" "No, of course not," Tyler replies. Another touch of banter, leading into Link asking, "What are your Christmas plans?" "Probably just gonna stay at my place with my family," Tyler answers. "You?" We watch Link hesitate. Then he types, "After I open the present my parents got me, could I go over to your place?" "Honestly," Tyler replies, "understandable. Your parents are hot garbage." "Lol, at least they did something this year besides working or getting drunk off their asses," Link says. Tyler says he really doesn't have to talk about them if it makes him uncomfortable. Link says it feels better to get it all off his chest, then adds, "You know, I surprisingly trust you a little." Tyler's grateful for that, and it's easy to see the caution in the way Link expressed himself there. At the end, he writes in the present, "That's all I could recover from this video. I took some pictures of the house later on when we came back to it the next day. I posted the screenshots on Reddit, so if you want to see them you can just go to my account. It's EpicLink00, just like my username in the video. I'll be trying to go through the others later. I'll let you all know when I've made some progress." This is interesting. A direct Reddit account plug in the first video. If we head over to Link's user page, we see some diary posts, and we'll get to those in the timeline as they need to come up, but for now, let's roll it back. There it is, the house made with Tyler, described as being about a year back in the post made October 12, 2024. Link says it was made so they could watch old Vanoss stuff. As for the contents of this recording, we learn a good bit about the dynamic of the friendship from only a little talk, don't we? It's understood between them that Link doesn't have a good family life, and Tyler's quite supportive of being there for his friend. It isn't easy for Link to trust people like that, but Tyler is trusted. Leaves us wondering how Link's been doing on that front since Tyler's death. Recording 2 is from January 8th, 2023. Link says this file was messier than the first, apologizing for bad quality and occasional stuttering. The two are running around the grass on a map with a 7-Eleven, melee fighting. After a lost round, Link comes back with a pistol, then swaps it for what's called the admin gun, blowing Tyler into the sky. He comes back down and they carry on at close range. The silliness continues until Link has a question. How was basketball practice? It was fine, I guess. Just usual stuff, Tyler says. Link asks, there's a game on Wednesday, right? And Tyler confirms there is, against one of the worst schools so far, so it shouldn't be hard. Link says he'll be in the stands, hopefully, if he can buy a ticket. I'll look for a red hoodie and a bad haircut, Tyler jokes. Never mind, I'm not going anymore, Link says. Hope you get your ankles broke. It's a high school or young college guy's friendship, that's for sure. Tyler brings up the time Link got juked playing ball so hard he hit the concrete as a comeback. Tyler admits he was just riling him up. It's funny to see him angry. The play and banter continues, with Link asking why they're friends, and Tyler replies, because. Link says, oh yeah, right. Also because you give me money sometimes. You know, Tyler replies, I hate you sometimes. Of course you do, Link says. And as he types, and I do too, the recording breaks. A little ambiguous on who that's directed at. At the end, Link tells us, if I remember correctly, our team did win that game. Tyler was a pretty top player in basketball. Better than me, that's for sure. That story about me hitting the concrete is real and he'd never shut up about it. I think there's only a few more to be recovered, but they're in really bad shape. I'll see what I can do for them, but it's probably going to be pretty glitchy. That's alright. We love that sort of thing, honestly. Hard to watch something that doesn't have glitches and stuttering nowadays. Can you imagine that? Clean footage? Whew. And this brings us to the shift. Weird Thing I Saw from November 29th, 2024. I hit my instant replay button so it captured it, Link writes. When I came down from my high, I thought I was just seeing things, but it's there. Don't know what it is, but I thought I'd upload this in case it's some add-on I forgot to install. Working on recording 3 still, but it's going to take a while.
Excuse me.
Figuring out what was going on in terms of what was seen is difficult. It takes playing the footage back and forth in the video editor with your eyes relaxed on the hallway to the right. There is some kind of shadow shape against the wall with the wood frame for a bit that suddenly disappears as Link turns toward it. It flickers out of the scene during the reload animation. It's very subtle. The next episode, Saw It Again, is much less subtle. Definitely a creepy sight. Easy to understand Link flying out of there. In the description, he writes, okay, this just happened like an hour ago. I decided to go back to the area I saw it. It looks really fucked up and it's using Tyler's player model, I think. Can someone explain what's going on here? Because I don't have any way to explain this. Looking back at the footage, Yeah, that's a tall, stretched-out version of Tyler's model. Frightening turnaround. Nightmare-inducing, even. And a glance at Link's Reddit diary entries lets us know he has been dealing with nightmares. Some better rest is in order. Thankfully, Manta Sleep is sponsoring this video. The holidays are over, and even as you pack those decorations away, you can give yourself or others one last present: superior sleep. All this time I've been making videos that help you sleep tight. I've been getting better rest with Manta Sleep. Their sleep masks block out all the little rays of light from the sides of windows, TV screens, all the disruptive elements in an otherwise dark room. It's one of the greatest online purchases I've ever made, and it was after seeing a YouTube ad. I've used Manta Sleep masks for years, and I love it. And since partnering with Manta Sleep, they've sent me the Manta Pro, perfect for side sleepers, and it's been so much more comfortable going to bed. They've also been generous enough to send me the Manta Silk and Manta Sound. Manta Silk is stylish luxury, exactly the material and look you expect while delivering the Manta Sleep experience. And the Manta Sound, with built-in adjustable Bluetooth speakers, is perfect for those of you who need to listen to something to fall asleep, or could use total darkness and soothing sound for certain occasions, like meditating. I've actually seen quite a few comments since partnering with Manta about how much you guys love the product and actually listen to videos using the Manta Sound. So, there you go. Shout out if you're doing that literally right now. Entirely adjustable to your need with removable eye cups, Manta Sleep masks are soft and machine washable material throughout. And with so many options to choose, from eye cooling to a weighted mask, there's a Manta Sleep mask for everyone. Pack away the decorations and your bedtime troubles now through the link here and get 10% off your order with my coupon code NM. This link is also in the video description and pinned comment. And again, if you've been having issues with light sensitivity and a sense of environment separation to get the sleep you're after, I can tell you from years of use myself that Manta Sleep will truly help you sleep tight. Thanks to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video. Let's see what elements of Link's situation increased in the December 29th video. It knows my name. After the loading screen, Link ends up in a map titled Hello, standing alone on a hill. Before moving, he selects his favorite shotgun, then types, "Come on out." Along the way, we can see more of what he typed in a missing scene, his attempt to goad whatever's here into showing itself. The entity types from a glitched out version of Tyler's old Steam name, Driplash. Link asks why it's even here and what it gets by doing this. Driplash says, "Oh, don't play dumb with me, Connor Klein." Link, now Connor to us, asks how it knows his name. "Trust me, I know all about you and your friend," the entity says. "Tyler died in a car crash, right? Does that ring a bell?" Connor tells it to shut up. "Funny," the entity goes on. "I thought you'd know more about that." Angered, Connor fires the shotgun, only resulting in a moment of silence and glitches in the recording. After a moment, Driplash says, "Oh, you're a trip. Look at you. Pathetic. Why don't you tell the people watching what really happened, huh?" The stuttering worsens and HUD elements slide as Connor asks what it's talking about. Driplash reminds him it said not to play dumb. The screen goes black, and at the end, a code shows up. The end of a YouTube URL. Type that in, and it brings you to an unlisted video titled under Base 64 coding, which says, "He doesn't care about you, Connor." Description reads, "Did you really think that I wouldn't be watching you? I always am, Klein." The screen recording we're witnessing tells us it's 12/10/2024, 9:10 p.m. Connor is in a Steam Direct Messages chat with someone named Cyborn, expressing that he just felt like talking and is sorry he ghosted them. He just felt like total shit. He regrets telling them about Tyler since they're dealing with school, and here Connor is putting all his bullshit onto them, so he feels bad. Cyborn then says, "Hey dude, just because I'm 15 doesn't mean I can't help you through things." So that is not acceptable. "Turned 15 in October," Cyborn says. Oh. Connor's birthday is April 3rd, and he's not a big fan of it because the crash happened on March 22nd, only a couple of weeks before his 18th, he corrects, birthday. Did he mistake his own year there with Tyler's? Or is he actually 20? He says his 19th birthday, he didn't do anything, and doubts he'll be doing anything for his 20th. Cyborn offers to do something with him for his 20th on Team Fortress 2 or Gmod or something. Connor lowers his chat window to observe his hours on Team Fortress 2, 696.2. If you divide that amount into 8-hour segments like a workday, that's 87 full days. That is 87 days of Team Fortress. Connor brings the screen back up and says, "That'd be nice actually." It's fair to say that Connor's not only not doing well, he's not dealing with this in a responsible or healthy manner. He's got enough self-awareness and reflection to understand he shouldn't be talking to Cyborn about this, and clearly didn't know how young he was. Time will tell if his responses to Cyborn's offers to spend time together was just playing nice and he'll appropriately back out, or if he continues this unhealthy relationship. As for the entity spying, we'll call that thing Driplash and refer to Tyler as Tyler. It seems to know this is inappropriate and wanted us to see it. And it's casting doubt for us on the nature of Tyler's death and Connor's relationship with him enough to have an open mind about it. What actually did happen here? And on that topic, let's take a look at Connor's Reddit, because there's an element of his relationship to Tyler that he may not speak of, but we can guess at. Connor posts on a lot of game subreddits, but occasionally you can find some other things in line with his character, like this message on r/teenagers but better. He shouldn't be around there either. What is this? Is he stuck emotionally in high school due to his experience losing Tyler? He tells someone who just got their first car, "Congrats, man. Just remember to drive safely." But then you find moments like this, responding to someone on a thread for their favorite canon gay characters in media. Then if we check the diary posts, December 2nd, Connor writes, "Had a fucking crazy nightmare last night and I'm worried I'll have another one. I guess keeping a journal or something here will help? I don't know, I'm not a therapist, I have no clue how this shit works. I'd normally be more cautious about sharing personal shit, but I doubt many people would read this anyways, LMAO. As for the nightmare itself, I guess my mind had a fucking field day with what I saw yesterday. 2 or 3 days ago? I'm losing track, it's probably not a good sign, because I saw that strange thing again. I was in this kind of black void and it kept saying things, but I couldn't make anything out. After I think a couple of minutes of that, I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm not sure what's going on or whatever that thing is, but I'm not letting it stop me. I'll keep things posted on the YouTube, but for now I'm taking a small break." A small update comes, in which Connor says he hasn't had many weird dreams or any worthy of note. An IRL friend has been keeping him busy, but he'll try to find that thing before the new year ends. The latest update is Merry Christmas. Just thought I'd leave an update on how Christmas went. I basically used this as a journal anyways, might as well go all the way. My friend Zach, he's the IRL friend I've mentioned before in a previous update, and his boyfriend Cole visited my apartment to celebrate and hang out today. I really appreciated it, though I feel bad they have to deal with my dumbass all the time. Those two are really the only friends I have right now, besides online ones of course. I got some cool shit too, so that's nice. About all for the update, but I'm trying to do something before the new year. Don't know if it's recording 3 or finding that thing again in game. So, lurking on a thread about favorite canon gay characters, and occupied spending time with his friend and his friend's boyfriend. There's a possibility here that Connor likes guys, and maybe he had more affection or attachment to Tyler than the standard friendship. The vulnerability and trust we've witnessed from recording 1 alone provides grounds for that potential. On January 11th, we received Recording 3 Plus Update. Description reads, 3rd session I recorded. Sorry for the delays on this one. I've been preoccupied with my life and what's been going on lately. You know the drill by now. I was only able to recover small parts of the recording since it was so corrupted. So sorry that it's all over the place. I also left an update on what's happened since the last video because I felt like just making a community or Reddit post wouldn't be enough. The video begins with Connor and Tyler running around a city map shooting a bunch of free-floating targets until it stutters and brings us to a new scene, attempting flight with a dumpster. It works great, until Connor gets trapped in a spiral. The video stutters to a new scene, playing actual laser tag, then another bit of silliness shooting pigeons, and on just messing around. You know, with all the ways of gameplay demonstrated, it lends reality to the situation. There's enough footage of using Gmod as Gmod to empower the story for our immersion and suspension of disbelief. And throwing a car into the sky like it's a golf ball is a fun idea. Along the way, while searching for a game they've loaded, Connor mentions that the air-to-surface missile asset keeps showing errors. This is noticeable in all 3 encounters with the Triplash entity from the prior videos, and recording too. He asks, "What is wrong with that damn add-on?" Tyler says, "May or may not be you." We understand that as a joke, but in this context, knowing the future, a little odd, isn't it? Connor and Tyler continue playing, looking for a hidden gnome, then stumble across a strange area and red lights, followed by an office, where Connor finds that gnome. "Nobody fucks with Connor Klein," Connor types. "That's the phrase," Tyler affirms. "Yeah, the one you spam in PE," Connor replies. Like, it works, but damn. Another point to acknowledge about their relationship, Tyler's vocal support of Connor during gym class. A scene stutter occurs, and we watch a round of melee dueling, then some freestyle driving before the white text as an update. That's all I could recover from the video. Sorry it took so long, but I've been more preoccupied with what's been going on lately. Speaking of which, I have some things that I want to talk about, and I'd rather put in a video instead of a community post. No matter what I do, the admin gun isn't showing up again. I've tried reinstalling the add-on, but nothing is working. It's like it knows how strong it is. There's also my nightmares too. I posted one of them on my Reddit account, but I recently had one that I want to mention here. I was at one of me and Tyler's favorite hangout spots, an abandoned bridge near the edge of town. That wasn't the only weird thing though. My wrists had shackles on them and I was trapped in the middle of the bridge by them with thick chains. I tried to move but couldn't. Then I saw that thing. It was in the distance, but I could tell it was walking towards me. It looked like Tyler, but I know for a fucking fact it wasn't him. I kept trying to get out of my shackles, but nothing was working. I could hear the thing laughing at me. It was mocking me. I couldn't make out much of anything that it was saying, since at this point my ears were ringing really hard. But I could hear laughter, howling laughter. Once it got close to me, I got a good look at its face. It had no irises, and a smile that looked like it was mangling its face just by maintaining it. I woke up right after that around 4 in the morning. It's the worst nightmare I've had in a long-ass time. I'll make sure to give some updates on anything else that happens, but I'll keep an eye out for that thing, and I'll make sure it knows exactly how I feel about it. Though this episode feels a little lackluster, it does have its hints in 2 directions. Presence of the entity haunting Connor and his relationship with Tyler. It's a long video full of Gmod silliness around those points, but this is unfiction, and where we stand to gain immersion through legitimacy of appearance, we take those moments and enjoy balance of the muscle and fat in the work. The setup here is that Connor has all these old recordings of their sessions, so we're going to see what was natural play as well as the story pieces and the scares. The measure of Gmod play versus narrative work has to be right enough to keep us enticed, of course. And Connor does have the power as video editor to focus in a bit more as uploads continue. But for establishing this scene, this creator is doing a great job. In a piece like this, you absolutely require human footholds of empathy and natural life, which means laying out human moments and in raw form for lengths of time that accomplish the objective. It's a story about a relationship, grief, conflicting feelings are on the table that may have to do with male friendship versus romantic inclinations. It's clear through the entity and the unlisted video that guilt is part of the picture. These are themes that need proper brushstrokes, and that requires those longer moments of silliness and bros being bros in a game. It's more than generating the illusion of reality in immersive narratives that include the platform. The entity comes across a little typical in its villain speech. Minding the balance between domineering scary threat and intelligent, confident, antagonistic monster will serve the project, and Connor's response is being a touch more believable ought to do. Some might go loose cannon and shoot a mystery horror in their game that knows about their dead friend in first conversation, but most wouldn't. I do like Driplash quite a bit. This thing is freaky. Simple approach, but effective. I'm excited to see how Fortyler develops on all fronts. And if you are too, subscribe to the channel, throw some thumbs up on the videos, give that support, and we'll all watch together. One last thing I'll add about Fortyler. Creators using mod engines like this often learn more about their abilities with it and try new things to give the story more punch, more surprise, moving things along and delivering interesting new touches. I'd love to see that in Fortyler. Just how freaky are you able to show the haunting as it goes on? You might surprise yourself with your own capability. As Connor recovers more footage and captures new meanings with Driplash, you can enjoy recent Nightmind uploads like Don't Feed the Muse Explained, the Briscoe Park Exploration, and 15 more unfiction journeys on NM Live, my edited stream channel, including The Complete Hiding in My Home, The Complete How to Henry, ASL by Spencer Lackey, Vita Carnis, by Bear Day Part 3, The Tangivirus Saga, Hollow Birds, the new project by the adapter of Ted's Caving Journal, the Jack-O-Lantern ARG web series, Tulpa Effect, a Slenderverse classic from the days of Marble Hornets, the Welcome Home Halloween update this past year, Angel Hair Season 3, Underwater Wonders, Pendog Creative Library, and Project Earth. It's more Nightmind, just in a different format and with more style for a direct experience. Join us live if you can too, over on Twitch. I've had a lot of the edited stream viewers come over excited they could make it during one of our nights after watching Nightmind live VODs. I'd love to see you there too. That's all for tonight, everyone. Thanks to the creator of Fortyler for making Fortyler. Thanks to all of you for watching and supporting it. Thanks to Manta Sleep again for sponsoring. And thanks to my supporters on Patreon who empower not just Nightmind, but the Nightmind Index for new, undiscovered, and emerging unfiction projects where I discovered Fortyler, and for empowering me and my editor Moon, who you'll be seeing a lot more of through his work on future Nightmind videos and all across NM Live. Thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening. Once more, I'm Nick Nocturne, and like a slightly taller old friend who's come to visit, you'll be seeing me again real soon. Until next time, sleep tight.